friends. Quite a few of you have expressed interest in finding out what I'm doing with this cool jewelry press that I have recently gotten. So I thought I would make a little video. It's super cool. It's super cool. I'll show it to you in a second, but this is the die that I use. And basically what I do is I put metal on top of that, a flat sheet of metal, like this. Pardon my messy studio. I suppose you can't really see it yet, but you will. So a sheet of flat sterling or fine silver like that. Cut it to size, lay it over there, and then I use a 20-ton press, hydraulic press, to press it down, right? And so this is what it turns out to be. So what I am doing right now, that is a little fairy, and I've just cut her out. When they're still in the metal, they look like this, right? So what I'm going to do with this, you see what she is? There we are. She's upside down. She's going to be some kind of brooch, I think, or a pin. But I'll take the saw and I will saw out around her, and then I'll finish her up. On the back, I will solder rings, and then I will make little swoopy little swags with pearls and bits and stuff and stones and cool things. So she is at the phase just after that where I've just completed sawing her out, and now I am using a little mini file to file her rough edges. Now, one of the things I realized was that I used too thin a silver drag. So what I am going to do is I'm going to smooth her edges, and then I'm going to solder her onto a flat plate like that, and then cut out a little bit around that as well. But basically doing it like this means that she's going to have the structural integrity to not break if she gets dropped or if she gets played with by a kid, or whatever. I want her to be super strong and not susceptible to weird breakages. So that's what I'm doing right now. And you are looking at me at my little bench pin here, and I have a silver dust catchment upon my lap, so that all of this silver dust that is dropping, you can't see it, but it is, trust me, all of that will be caught and saved and eventually melted down in a crucible and turned back into silver ingot or silver sheet. So this is just one step. I wish I'd have thought of recording from the beginning of working with my little fairy girl. FYI, this die, let's see if I can get it to focus on her. There she is. So she is part of a vintage Art Nouveau collection that has basically been, saved from being sold for steel, sold for scrap, by a wonderful fellow out of Tucson, Arizona, named Kevin Potter. And Potter LLC is his, or I guess Potter USA. You can go and take a look at his different dies, but it's super cool. So he is kind of single-handedly causing he's afraid that this technique is going to die out. And so he's causing a little renaissance of press use and stuff like this in silver smithing. So I'm going to upload this video and follow along. I'm sure I'm going to be posting more of these because it's super fun, and because I'm really, really excited about it, and also because, let's face it, I've been a very neglectful sort of social media person for quite some time. So hopefully, Twitch, hopefully I will be able to do a little bit better at that moving forward. So I'm going to save my little thing of dust, comically enough, the phone right now is being held by a third hand, which here I will show you. This is kind of my messy. I didn't realize I was gonna. This was so spontaneous. Didn't realize I was doing this, or I would have cleaned up a little bit. But so I had propped my phone up on the ground, and I was using the third hand to hold it up. But this is what the entire. Oh God, it's such a mess. Sorry. This is what the entire soldering station looks like anyway. So that is, again, I've got 2 third hands. This is a little tower that was really innovated by Blaine. Oh gosh, I don't remember his last name. Blaine, out of New Approach School. That is a fume collector. You can see I've got a Fordham up here. So this is kind of where all of the silversmithing magic happens. Currently, comically enough, I'm using a glorified creme brulee torch. I have the workings for a Smith little torch, but I don't have that set up yet. The ever-present cup of tea. This is where I make all of the jewelry. It is normal. I haven't actually made knotted pearls for a while, so that's kind of become a catch-all. Don't look at that. But rolling mill, micro TIG welder that I also use for permanent jewelry. And then this beauty, that is the press. I will show you more about how I utilize the press in all of this stuff. But this is some of the dies that I have, and they're super cool. And I'm going to have a bunch of these in Fort Lauderdale, the Florida Renaissance Festival, aka FLURF, or Fort Lauderdale. So that show starts at, oh gosh, it starts the first weekend of February. I will be there both performing. I'll have my jewelry business there. We'll be doing permanent jewelry, which is super cool stuff if you don't know what that is yet. So come and take a look at Seasong Designs. I've also got some really cool news to drop. Just not yet. I need to be really extra certain before I drop this news, but it's big. It's big stuff. Ooh. Anyway, this is Misty Bernard of Seasong Designs coming to you from Chilly Willy, Kansas City. This is the best stuff to do in a snowstorm, though. Check it out. Such a cool thing to be working on when you are snowed in.